All right, let me open this beer real quick. Hell yeah. All right, let's start. So, you're gonna see how I make a freaky ass song. I've been feeling freaky all week. I've been feeling freaky all month. So, let's do this. First of all, let's determine the BPM. 138. Assign this shit. Rename this shit. Kick. Bam. Assign that shit to mixer channel number 1. There's a way to auto rename it, but I don't know that because I'm fairly new to FL Studio 20. All right, route this shit to this channel, and now we got this. Let's go back to the sequencer and fill each 4 steps. So now we got this. Let's give it some volume. Yeah, can you hear it? Can you hear it? Can you hear it? All right, let's fix this because something's wrong with the pitch. There you go, there you go. Now let's go and open up a EQ. Linear mode. We're looking that there's a lot of sub frequencies, so we're gonna cut that shit out. Ha, low cut. There you go. There you go. Now we're gonna see the effect of that kick. Look at that. So let's tweak that a little. Yeah, all right. Start with the drums first. I typically just flow with what kind of beat I like. So all right, so I want a little break beat action going on top of this house beat. All right. What am I doing? Drums. All right, let's look for some drums. Okay. Let's tune that. And let's clone this right away. Let's clone this beat. And we're gonna go do this. Pull down. Let's clone this again. Let's get a little snare. Where the fuck are the snares? All right, let's stop that. I really love punchy snares, so let's call that punchy snare. Let's not forget to rename our fucking channels. Punchy snare. Are you with me or are you with me? All right, I can tell that you can't see the whole fucking shit, and I'm gonna try and zoom out a little bit just so that you can see what I'm seeing. Hopefully you can see my screen, and let's continue on with renaming this tom. We're gonna call this just a perk tom, right? And let's not forget to assign it to its own fucking channel, because if we don't, then we're gonna get disorganized real quick. Perk tom, punchy snare number 2, perk tom number 3. Let's try and keep this as simple as possible. Let's get let's see. Okay. Let's clone pattern number 3. Our first pattern is just a kick. Second pattern with the perk tom. Third pattern should be with the snare. And then this snare is gonna be all like a different pitch. And we go to the settings, the volume settings, like in the sampler, reset that bitch. It's too loud. Feeling good every fucking day. Morning wood, getting paid. Wanna get myself laid every day. That's the type of vibe that I want. That's the vibe that I have. That's the vibe. Wanna hump, wanna hump, wanna hump. All right, let's stop that. So let's find our that is not what I'm looking for. That's not what I'm looking for. Looking for some let's see. Nope. I really try to stay away from loops because I don't know, I like to have control over like the stuff. So let's make our own little shuffles. So let's rename it number 4. Let's bring it down. Put it between that. We're gonna put the hat on it. Hat. We're gonna rename it hat. Hat. All right, now we got an intro kind of. So let's start with setting the snap to cell, not none, and then just painting 8 bars of this, and then another 4 of that, and then another 4 of this, and then this is what we have. Let's take a listen while I look for the other percussive elements of this shuffle breakbeat that I'm gonna make. And it starts like that. All right, so let's clone that so that the next pattern, it's gonna be the shit we want. So let's go ahead and do this every 4 steps. How the fuck you shift this shit? Fucking shift it. Alt shift. How the fuck you do this shit? Fuck. There we go. So we're gonna have to make this perk tom like really like, we're gonna have to make it not as, how you say, boring or bland. I like to have every single element in my tracks to have some type of, razzle dazzle. So let's put some razzle dazzle. So let's go to mixer track number 3, and we're gonna put some razzle dazzle on that perk tom. As you can see, this shit on the mixer track is not named. That means that I'm slacking. So as we work on each channel, giving it its own razzle dazzle, right? We're gonna rename it just to stay organized. Let's open up a Convolver. A Convolver is one of the most coolest things I've ever found out that I wasn't ever using before until recently, because this shit is so fucking cool. Just hear what it does to the perk tom. Let's increase the wet. Alright, that's exaggerated, but now you know what the fuck we can do. The shit about this is that you could adjust the delay. So hear that? So this will be perfect as an automation clip. So let's saturate this perk tom with some Convolver reverb. So where does that perk tom come in? Here. Just rename that. Rename everything. Stay organized. Rename this one basic drum. All right. I said I was gonna blur this, so let's blur the perk tom. The perk tom started here, so this is where we start our automation, and we're gonna make it go up to this level, and then it's gonna come back down, and then it's gonna come back up, because we're gonna start building up towards our first musical arrangement or idea, right? And this is how it all starts for me. I just lay down a groove first. It could either be a synth part or a drum part, doesn't matter, whatever I am feeling like I want to cook, right? So let's hear how this blur sounds that the Convolver does to the perk tom. Let's equalize it. That's the cool thing about the Convolver. You can equalize whatever impulse you have that will create the room ambient sound. So let's cut low frequencies out. Let's curve this. That's really gonna help when you're trying to mix other bassy, elements in your track. All right. Let's name the snare track to a snare. Let's call it thick snare, because I love thick snares. I don't like wimpy snares. got hat 1 here. So hat and then hat 2. Where the fuck is the snare? Let's compare what the kick is doing with what the snare is doing on the spectrum, and let's compare them. So what I'm gonna do is all right, as I'm making mixing decisions, you won't hear it because I'm recording this like on an external device. I wish I had the means to like capture the audio and capture the screen so it could all be full screen, but I don't have the means to do that yet, so bear with me. Trust me, you're gonna see how I develop a track, right, and turn it into something more complex, right? This is just the beginning. It's gonna take like 20 million takes and 20 million versions until I get a version that I like, that I will and have developed to my taste. But I digress. Let's keep on. So what do we need? We need, let's filter that kick. All right, so the beginnings will be like, and there's got to be something that will transition to this part where the kick will begin to be filtered in. All right, so I made a mistake. I have all right, so I'm gonna redo this. I'm gonna delete this shit because I need to control the kick and the snare. So I'm gonna make a group channel here. I'm gonna call it kick snare. I always typically do this, right? I'm gonna route the kick to this, route to this track only, route to this track only. Now on this, I'm gonna open up the filter so that I can filter the kick and the snare. So instead of it, you guys heard it, instead of it being, so when the snare comes, it's gonna be filtering the snare too. All right, so what the fuck is gonna be our main musical arrangement, right? For sure, I'm gonna need another pattern. This was this one. Oh, this is good. I'm gonna rename this to drums with hat. Drums with hats one. Okay. I'm gonna EQ this before the convolver. See how much there is of like low frequency information. So we're gonna fix that. Let's fucking do this shit. All right. So the hats are gonna go into their own group as well, because when I export them out, right, I keep them in their own stem files, right? So let's route to this track only, route to this track only. All right, and then we're gonna do a little something like this. We're gonna high cut it, and we're gonna create automation clip so that when the hi-hats come, right, it's not just like a sudden like wall of, or it's just not so sudden that the hi-hat is introduced into the song. So what I'm doing is I'm cutting the high frequencies, right? And then I'm slowly introducing more high frequency information, right? Duh, right? But now I'm gonna fucking cut the low fucking frequencies so that it's more of a blend. So let's do this. Create automation clip. Right, here's the hats thing. So we're gonna all right, now let's do the same thing we did for the perk tom to the hi-hats, just so that we have slight variation for the hi-hats and they're not just, bland hi-hats. Let's open up a convolver, but this time we don't use the default impulse, right? The impulse sounds like this. It's like a click, right? But you hear it? I could do that. Right? But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and look for like another sound to act as an impulse so that it could give my hi-hats like a different character, right? On top of the original hi-hat that I chose. So let's go find something extreme. For example, a clap. Put it on there. You hear that? So that sounded pretty all right, and it didn't sound like a basic hi-hat. Refreshing beer. Let me take a munch of this popcorn. ASMR popcorn eating. Look at. All right, all right. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm. So good. All right. All right, so let's see how it sounds like without any of the filters. Sounds good, huh? Right, the Convolver has like different settings here. You could add a delay to how the impulse is affecting the source sound. So this hi-hat is being convolved by this clap sound. Look, that one, right? But our hat sounds like this. Why isn't that working? I just want to hear how the hi-hat sounds over here. See? With Convolver, without Convolver. Basic, huh? All right. All right. So check it out. You could widen the wet. I know you can't hear it, but that's one of the things. You could add a delay. Right? You could self-convolve it. You could stretch it. All right. Kind of like that. All right, let's look for risers so that I can start accentuating my different segments or my different sections of this intro that I'm working on. All right, so let's close this shit out and let's find some fucking risers real quick. That's not a riser, but let's keep on looking. 100 sound effects. Nope, that's not it. Tube hits. Nope. Nope. Crowds. Nope. Let's use a crowd as a fucking riser. All right, let's load that. Do you want to create audio clips, audio tracks, or instrument tracks? Drop sample. Let's do audio clips. All right. Oh. Hey! Hey! All right, and that's our song. That's our song. Goodbye. Thank you. Psych. So obviously that's not how our song is gonna be. But let me open another beer real quick. Ah, shit. So refreshing. Let me take another bite of this microwave popcorn. Anyways, we're gonna cut this. Right? I think from right there. I wonder what this part. Alright, we don't need that. Let's take this shit out. Let's listen to what we have. Lower the volume real quick. Yeah! Show us your tits! Ah! Let's call this crowd riser. Alright, let's load it to its own mixer channel, but where is my mixer? Right here. Let's put this all the way over here. Insert 20. Channel routing, route to this track. So now we have a crowd riser. We're gonna EQ this, cut the low frequencies out. So again, let's do a low cut over here. All right, this time we're gonna use a convolver, but to really blur the shit out of this. So let's find weird ass fucking sample to convolve this crowd. Resounds. Let's see what happens. All right, so the Convolver has something that you can use and is tools and where is it? Blur. So we add that. Let's see what happens. Ha! All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I just put down all the dry. Ooh, that sounds creepy. All right, let's get a bang. Nope. I need some bangs. All right. So I'm gonna use that just for the sake of it. Let's put it over here, and it's gonna go boom, right? Let's put this down. I don't know what the fuck that is. Gotta delete that rail color. All right. All right. So now we got this kick, right? I want this kick to have a peak controller so that whenever the kick is playing, the crowd riser is gonna duck. So where the fuck is the peak controller? Fruity peak controller. Ha! There we go. Ooh, it's different than what I thought. So we're gonna have this. We're gonna link this controller. Link this channel to a controller, which is the peak. On the peak controller on the kick channel, accept. All right, you see it going up and down. So let's fix that. All right. So all right, let's create automation clip, right? And we're gonna have it be very apparent up to this part right here where the drums start filtering. So let's do that. Let's lower the volume a little more. How are we gonna lower the volume a little more? We're just gonna go over here and just like. All right, let's rename this. Boom, 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 boom. Because boom one, because we're gonna have more than one boom maybe. We're gonna press Control L to assign it to a free mixer channel. We're gonna scooch that over to our effects area. Right, I like to keep things organized. Drums within its own area, and then synths in his own area, bass in his own area. I like to keep the bass closer to the kick, right, so that I can see them real close together. So now we have our boom, and we're gonna open up another Convolver just so that we can have fun. Right? I love the Convolver, and more people need to be using it. I don't know if how many people are using it, how many people are not using it, but let's do it a little more precise. All right, let's put this digital effect. Actually, no, rename it. Digi effects. Let's see. Digi. No, pixel effect. Pixel effect. All right. Assign that to his own mixer channel. Scooch that over. Oh shit, that's not it. What the fuck, bro? Oh, that's right. Let's EQ that real quick. Make sure that we don't have a lot of low frequency, right? Because we need to clear that up right away so that they don't interfere with each other. And guess what? We're gonna add a Convolver. But what do we convolve it with? Let's convolve it with that. Let's see what happens. That's super long. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut it. Probably I'm gonna cut. I wanted to cut 3 parts of this. So 1, 2, right here. We're gonna cut it right here. Actually, no, we're gonna cut it here because I like the way it sounds at the end. Let's cut it. Let's cut it. You gotta cut it. All right. Oh, and it still goes. Oof. I like the way that fucking sounds, that ending resonance. So let's cut it again. Let's make it shorter. Let's equalize it too. All right, so let's extend that. Let's extend that with a reverb, right? And we're gonna go ahead and low cut the reverb right away. We're gonna, what we're gonna do, let's hear it. All right, let's automate the reverb turning on. Alrighty, so we want it to come. Actually, let's undo, make sure my snap is on cell. This is the reverb. We have to rename everything, because if not, we're gonna have like a jumbled, disorganized mess. And when you come back to this project the next day to keep working on it, you're gonna get fucking confused, and we need to have everything organized. So let's rename this. This is the reverb mix. So RVRB for pixel effect. Oh, alrighty. We want to keep them together always. Crowd riser with this. We have boom, pixel effect. Okay. So the pixel effect has like too much like low end information in the middle, so we're gonna automate. Excuse me. Low cut filter. Create automation clip. So now we're gonna keep them together. Okay, so we have a basic intro. Right now, let's go and fucking work on a new find first empty. We're gonna call this V1, right? Let's put that over here. V1 right here. So V1 is gonna be basically drums. It's gonna be just a kick drum, right, and a snare. 1, 2, 3, 4. So once we get to this part, there you go. That's where it goes. This is where it starts now. It starts going, and is our tom gonna be good? Let's see. It's like a moan. That's too loud. And then obviously over here, we're probably not gonna have anything for variation's sake. So we're gonna, let's see. All right, so let's make this one unique. Open this one, get rid of the tom there. We're gonna introduce another one, another sound. Nope. No. Let's add that. Let's call this digitom. Right, and then we're gonna put that shit here so that let's see what happens. We add it to the same channel as the perk tom. Let's see. Alrighty. This should come here and let's delete that because we're gonna work on making this a little more progressive. So this is what we have. All right, so now that we started on our new section after our intro, this is basically our drop, right? This is the thing about musical genres, right? Typically in electronic music, right, you want to build it up, right, and then you have a drop and it's already there and it stays like that and so on and so forth. But for this song, I want this song to be different because that's just the way that I like to do things. Oh, ASMR popcorn. All right, so I'm at the 55-minute time marker. What I want to do is I want to lay the foundation of my unique sound or my unique synth sound, right? And for that, I'm gonna find first empty, right? And I'm gonna call that my moan line because I'm gonna open up. I'm gonna replace this. I'm gonna insert a granulizer. Where the fuck is the granulizer? Fruity granulizer! Alrighty. So I'm gonna go ahead and load up a fucking sound. And I have, where is it? Slap Leather, demo projects, my projects. It's not there. So I'm gonna look for the folder. I think it's called Dirty Ho Samples. Come on. Where are you? Where are you? It's not that. It's... Where is it? Where the hell is it? This is the thing that I spend a lot of time on. It's sample selection or sound selection. But those things are very important. Like you need to really like choose your sounds that you really want to use that are gonna be impactful to whatever it is you're doing. My samples.
Too much change in too short a time.
Excuse me. Where the fuck did it go, man? I know I had a folder of just like dirty sounds. Where the hell did it go? Oh, there it is. It's all the fuck up here. All right. So, all right. Let's load that up and all right. So what I'm trying to do is find the perfect like sample or find the perfect piece, right? So that I can use it, right? As a line to use underneath the track. All right, here we go. I think I found something that kind of fits the tempo, but let's finally fucking add it. Kind of too fast, but for time's sake. There you go. Now that I found that out, right, I'm gonna try and like add more stuff. Of course, you need a bass line to come in exactly when that line starts, that moan line starts. And all of this is real fucking tricky, and all of it is real fucking time consuming. Real fucking time consuming. But let's keep going, and at least let's try and figure out the key for a song, right? So this is the monotonous part of when I make a beat, right? I loop and loop and loop and loop and loop, and it's never stops. I keep going on. Just tweak a little more. Perfect. It took forever, but it is fucking necessary. Now let's find the fucking key. Shit, man. I don't even know what the fuck I'm gonna use as a fucking bass, but let's, for the heck of it, use Biohazard. I don't ever see anybody use Biohazard. I don't fucking know why. Let's go to basses. Let's start from the bottom and pick Zap. Nope. See, the shit about sexy music is that you need to make it sound sexy and perverse. And what the fuck else do you need than a sexy and perverse sound? That's too flangy. Sounds perfect. When it comes to electronic music, I hear a lot of motherfuckers use the offbeat, right? But nobody uses it on the beat. Sounds too weird. Oh. I don't know if you guys hear that, but I decided that this is gonna be the tone or the key that is in, or the melodic idea that is gonna be in. You get it? All right, let me turn it down before my neighbors call the cops on me. All right, let's find a new channel. Let's call it Baseline. Right, and we're gonna open that up and we're gonna play. Let's open it. Let's play it together, actually. Boom, 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 boom. All right. So what key was it? B. Is da 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 da. I wanna see. Boom, 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 boom. I'm feeling kinda freaky. Wanna fucking lick your pussy. Wanna see your tits bounce all over. Better do. Yeah, we're feeling freaky. Yeah. So, an hour and a half already passed. This is how long it takes for me to fucking start a basic idea so that I can fucking go ahead and finish the rest of the song. Thank you for watching. This is the SIRIOSIRIS Sound. It is I, Sirius Cyrus. And please subscribe. Please come back and watch some more. Make sure that when you hit the subscribe button, you hit the bell button so that you are notified. All right. Thank you so much for watching. If you watched the whole thing, thank you very much. If you learned something, go ahead and tell somebody about me. Go ahead and tell them, yo, keep an eye on this guy because I have so much shit up my sleeves. All right. So let's keep this going.